lonely, I'm lonely. What can I do all on my own? I'm a wanker bear. I'm a wanker bear. I'm a wanker bear. Every time I'm on my own, I'm a wanker bear. I'm a wanker bear. I'm a wanker bear. Every time I'm on my own, I'm a wanker bear.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome live on stage, smarter than the average bear, it's Jonathan Royle. Welcome back, everybody. That's tricking up over here, but we just lose that slightly. We go a bit louder with that. Is everybody happy? Yes. Well, you are awake. That's wonderful. Good stuff. Unlike these people here, going deeper and deeper and deeper. Ladies and gentlemen, as you probably realise by now, with hypnosis, almost anything and everything can happen. All that happens when you're hypnotised is your imagination is enhanced by 10 times, maybe as much as 100 times, that what is 1 minute purely imaginary is the next minute very real indeed. And how does it feel? Well, basically, you know when you've been watching a film and you get really drawn into it, and somebody says, do you want a cup of tea? And then a few seconds later you go, what? And you know what they've said, but it's almost as though they haven't said it. That is what it feels like to be hypnotised. A lot of people have said to me, especially women, they said to me, Jonathan, because that's my name, they said to me, Jonathan, when I was hypnotised, it was better than any orgasm I've ever had. To which I usually say, well, obviously you've never slept with me, but that's an entirely different story. Now, in this second half, a little bit later on, I shall be looking for some more good sports, okay? Just as we did there a little bit, it doesn't mean that I'm actually going to hypnotise you. And I'll make it clear if I'm looking for a volunteer to be hypnotised or a volunteer just to help these people enjoy their film that little bit more, okay? I think you know what I'm saying. But basically speaking, I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder. Only if I touch you on the shoulder. But for the rest of this evening, you, and you, sir. That's you and you. The very moment I say sleep, as quickly as that, a snap of the fingers, your eyes will instantly close. You have your head fall forward onto your chest. You're into this state, except each and every time you do each 100 times deeper. More relaxing and enjoyable for you. And the moment I touch you on the shoulder, give you a suggestion and awaken you, then and only then you'll have an overwhelming desire to carry it out as a reflex action. The gentleman I'm now pointing out, without giving anything away, just put your hands up. Which tables he sat at? Okay, this gentleman. That's good. The gentleman I'm now touching on the shoulder, relaxing more, but the gentleman I'm now touching, when I do awaken you in a few moments' time, I'll ask you to go back to the seat, to your audience, to your lovely little lady. But you'll find the moment your bum touches the chair, a few seconds later, you'll realise you're very, very hungry indeed. And you'd like nothing more than a lovely, juicy, delicious pie. You'll come to the stage, you'll say, Jonathan. And that's my name, you'll be saying, Jonathan, have you got that pie you promised me? And the moment I give you the pie and place it onto the palm of your right hand, you'll find there's an automatic reflex action. The right hand wants to touch your face. And each and every time while you're in this building, and in this building only, when you take that seat, a few seconds later, you'll find you're very hungry. You'll come back to the stage and you'll want a pie. Nod your head if you understand. Wonderful, relaxing, eyes remaining closed. I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder, this gentleman here. When I awaken you in a few moments' time, you'll realise that in your hand you've got an invisible cement platter, trowel, call it what you will. But you know the tool's name because you're a professional cementer, plasterer. And you'll be plastering the dance floor. Now, you're not bothered about the hypnotist, but if you see anyone in a yellow and green check shirt walk over your lovely, newly plastered floor, you'll be very pissed off indeed, but you will not hit them. You will say to me, Jonathan, stop him! And you'll explain basically why you shouldn't step in it because it's got to be set and you're getting paid a lot of money for this contract. And the gentleman I'm now touching on the shoulder right now, that's you, sir, when and only when and only when you hear I'm sorry, I know what's coming next. When and only when, and this is just you, sir, the gentleman now touching on the shoulder, when you hear this piece of music.
My nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane.
When and only when the gentleman I'm now touching on the shoulder and wiggling my finger on, so that you know it's definitely them, here's this piece of music.
You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
When and only when you hear that piece of music in this building tonight, then and only then you'll realise your bollocks are on fire. I told you I knew what was coming. And every time it's playing, you'll find that they're getting so red hot, you'll have to do the first thing you can think of to cool them down. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you this warning now, take it, heed it. If you want to keep your drinks, keep hold of those bloody drinks now. Or if somebody wants to do what he's going to do, then that would be great. But if you want to keep your drinks, keep hold of them, because when things are on fire, you tend to use liquid to put them out. But when and only when you hear that piece of music, your bollocks will be on fire. The moment the music stops, you'll wonder what the hell you're doing. But when and only when you're in this building and hear that piece of music, great balls of fire, your bollocks will be on fire, and you'll have to do whatever you can to put them out. You, sir, the gentleman are now touching, will be cementing the floor. You'll be pissed off if anybody walks across it. When I send you back to the audience, sir, you'll sit down. A few seconds later, you'll be very hungry and want a pie. You'll keep coming back up, and when I put it on your right hand, you can have a overwhelming desire to push it into your face. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, give these people a round of applause for coming back. Marvellous. Thank you, sir. I think everyone would agree this gentleman has been a star. As he goes back to the audience, give him a huge round of applause. Wonderful. Yeah, that's right. You get the job done, mate. Don't worry, I won't disturb you. You what, mate?
You got the pie.
Hey! The what?
Fuck off the floor.
What's up, mate? Fuck off, tell him to go off the floor. Why?
Johnny.
Yeah. Why?
Because he's standing over fucking cement, that's why.
Stay still. Don't move. Face the front, man. No, yeah, I will do, but he's already made a dent now, so it's just you want more?
Bloody pie, I'm starving.
Well, face. Take a seat. Sit. You're stuck on the chair. Wonderful. There you go. There's a pie. Take a seat, sir. That's wonderful. Right, you can carry on cementing now.
You look like Jason.
You can carry on cementing. What? You can carry on bloody cementing now. You're not stuck. You're not. What? You're not now. What's up, mate?
You got the pie?
What pie? You want the pie? I'll tell you what. There's a pie. Yeah. That's for you, mate.
Off the floor.
I'm sorry, mate, but I haven't a clue what you keep doing. But you might find that useful. I don't know why, but just give yourself a wipe.
This is going to be mad at me.
That's right. Give yourself a wipe.
Can you get off the cement, please, bud?
Look, take a seat. That's wonderful. Can you? Is it possible you can get that? Come on, mate.
You got the pie?
Well, there it is. There you go, pal.
This is going to go up the fucking wall.
So, just take a seat, sir. Just no, sit down, because you're trying to do your job, aren't you?
Tell him, because like, I don't, I'm only paid.
I'm just fucking starving. You know.
Take a seat! Take a seat! Take a seat! Take a seat!
I'm going to get paid for the feed the fucking family, am
Sleep! When you wake up, you wonder what the bloody hell you've been doing, and you'll clear your face, and everyone will give you a huge round of applause. Wake, rise and shine. There you go, sir. There you go, sir. See, I've got rid of him now. You're all right, you say. promise you no more interruptions and you won't get any. You keep at that, that's wonderful. You give your face a nice wipe, sir. Sometimes music has a strange effect on people.
My nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will with wild thrill. Goodness gracious, great fire. Keep my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane.
What have you been doing? Stop, I don't know what the hell you're doing, mate. Just take a seat. That's wonderful. I don't know what you're doing, but bloody hell. Take a seat, mate. Oh, what's up? He's fucking Mark 3. He's the man, isn't he?
I've got water in my sand, yeah? I don't need all the other fucking bits of water. I've got enough water in my sand as it is.
Right, I'll tell you what, I'll get off there then. I won't mess it up.
Yeah, but you've already fucked it up.
Yeah, mate, take it down. It's wonderful. Thank you, sir. That's wonderful. And sleep deeper and deeper. When I wake you up, you'll take your seat on the stage and sit down. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Just come back, sit down. That's wonderful. You didn't fucking spot him then, did you? He's just right across there.
I've just done that. I've just gone over the shit that you've trod in before.
And sleep. Relax deeper and deeper. What a prat. You wouldn't do anything like that, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
Relax. What a nutter. Oh dear. Bloody hell.
My nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will with wild thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Stick my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane.
So, I don't... What are you doing with that, mate? Jug of water. I'll put the jug of water right here, mate. I don't know why you've got it, but I'll place it there on that table. Okay? Sleep. When you wake up in a few moments, you know where the jug is. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. What a nutter. I don't know. You wouldn't do anything daft like that, would you? No. Sleep. Wonderful. Relax deeper. Deeper.
My nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will with wild
Sleep. Relax deeper. And deeper. Has he got a significant other in? Yeah, he has. Darling, everybody on stage, on the floor or on the chairs going deeper as I just wipe up the little dampness, because safety is paramount. I always do not like people to slip. Darling, his significant other. Is he always pestering you for sex? Yes or no?
Be honest.
Well, would you like him to do it more often or not as often?
Not as often.
Not as often. Okay. Right. We'll see what we can do about that in a short while. Thank you, sir. Oh, that's lovely. Wonderful. When you wake up in a few moments' time... No, not you. Not you. The person I'm now touching. When I'm waking you in a few moments' time, you realise you are the mop attendant and you'll basically get rid of all the water with the mop. Wake, rise and shine, Richard. Can you just mop the floor up a bit for me with that chair and that one? That's wonderful. Thank you. I've got rid of quite a bit of it for you, but you'll just need to get rid of a bit more. I'll soak up a bit more there. Safety is paramount to me. So there we go. Tell you what, it's an outside cleaning. Not supposed to be, but it is. I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder. You're gonna like this one. I'm talking to you, sir. Eyes remaining closed. When I wake you up in a few moments' time. No, not you. You stay there. Eyes remaining closed. The gentleman I'm now touching now, that's you, eyes remaining closed. When I wake you in a few moments' time, you'll get on all fours, your hands and knees, and start walking around because you realise you're a lovely, fluffy, white sheep. Eating the grass, you're a lovely, fluffy, white sheep. Until the moment I say sleep, and then you'll go back to sleep. Until then, you'll be on all fours, and you're a lovely, fluffy white sheep, and you won't be able to move on your hands and your knees because you're a lovely, fluffy white sheep. Talking to you, if I tap you on the shoulder, wakey, wakey. Ma! 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 Go on, eat that lovely grass, that's wonderful. Thank you, sir, you've done a wonderful job. Sit down, that's wonderful. Ma! Ma! Only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder. And that's you, sir. When I awaken you in a few moments' time, you'll realise you are the world's... When I awaken you in a few months' time, you'll realise you are the world's most notorious sheep shagger. And you'll see a lovely fluffy white sheep in front of you, but the moment I say sleep, you'll go back to sleep. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Bam. Sleep, 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 deeper and deeper.
My nerves send you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane.
What are you doing, mate? Come and sit. Take a sleep, mate. And sleep, relax, deep. I am only talking to you if I actually touch you on the shoulder. And I'm talking to you, sir, and you, sir. When you, sir, wake up, and you, sir, wake up, both of you will be really happy about whatever it is you think you've done. You will not become violent, and you will not hit the hypnotist. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Take a seat, chaps, that's wonderful. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Just move forward slightly, would you? That's wonderful. Into the chair, shut up, man. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We've got about another 10-15 minutes to go, then we're finishing, so you've got time for another drink. So just take a seat, that's wonderful. Everybody just look at me. Everybody look at me. And sleep, sleep, sleep. Deeper, 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 deeper. The deeper you go, the better you feel. I'm talking to each and every one of you because you're all men, and the very moment I say now, the very moment I say now, the very moment I say now in a few moments' time, then and only then you'll come to the shocking realisation. When I have awoken you and said now, then and only then you'll realise that you are 9 months pregnant and giving birth to a baby, but you will not remove any article of clothing because you'll think you're already naked. And it'll be very painful indeed. Imaginary. But the moment I stamp my foot like that, at the very moment I stamp my foot like that, you'll realise the baby's come out and you'll be really happy about it. Loving, caring, it's the baby you've always wanted. Nod your head if you understand. That when I awaken you and say now, then and only then you'll realise you're 9 months pregnant. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. He was doing some daft things earlier on. You'd do nothing like that, would you? No. Not right now. Now, you're 9 months pregnant, you're giving birth to a baby. You feel that baby, you're going to stretch back in your chair. You want to give birth to that baby, come on, you've got to stretch back there. God. Even if I touch you on the shoulder, you're still giving birth, but you'll be able to talk to me even though it's painful. What do you want, a boy or a girl?
Oh, girl.
A girl! Have you got an extra?
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
It's getting more and more painful. Getting more and more painful now. What do you want, a boy or a girl?
I don't know what they were doing here.
Come on, you've got to get that baby out. Come on, getting more painful. What do you want, a boy or a girl?
That's fucking killing.
Your back's killing you, but what do you want, a boy or a girl?
Gas.
Gas! Alright, look, some gas for you. That's it, you can tell me now, what do you want, a boy or a girl?
I don't give a fuck as much as that, baby.
Look at this outfit. Come on, it's nearly there now. Get ready, put your hand on the baby's head. Put your hand on the baby's head. Hands on the baby's head, ready to pull it out. Go on, down below, that's it. 1, it's nearly there now, put your hands on the baby's head. 2, nearly there now, and 3, pull the baby out. Oh, nice. All the pains disappeared. It was all worthwhile. Oh, you love your little baby, your little boy, your little girl. It's your greatest pride, your greatest pleasure. Oh, you wouldn't let anybody hurt that baby, would you? You wouldn't let anybody hurt your pride and joy, would you?
No.
No. You wouldn't let anyone hurt your pride and joy, would you?
No.
No. You wouldn't let anyone hurt your pride and joy, would you?
No.
But it's feeding time and you've decided to breastfeed, so feed your little babies. They're very, very hungry now. Getting hungry, you've got to breastfeed your baby. No, that's it. Just a little bit more, not too much, look, because they are newborn. The midwife's telling me that's enough, so you need to wind your baby now, because... Go on, wind your baby. Oh, bloody hell, the little blight has been sick all over your shoulder. Oh, and it's got no nappy on and it's pooed down your leg. Oh, and it's pissing in your face. Oh dear. But you love them all the same because they are your pride and joy and you wouldn't let anybody hurt them, would you?
No.
No, no. You wouldn't let anybody hurt your baby, would you?
No.
No, you wouldn't let anyone hurt your baby, would you?
No.
No. Okay. Sleep, sleep, sleep. When I wake you up, you've still got your baby in your arms. However, you will allow the hypnotist, who you believe is a trained babysitter, to take your baby away. You'll be cautious about it, but you will let him take your baby away. You will, however, find each and every one of you that your bums are stuck to the chair you're on, and you cannot move. And the moment I say sleep, you will go to sleep. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Wakey, 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 wakey. You know, when we do shows like this, sometimes we have to take, with it being a hotel, the babies to the babysitting service. So if I can just take your pride and joy. No, don't worry, I am the qualified... No, there's my card. Okay, the qualified babysitter. Can I just take your baby? Be nice and safe. Don't worry. Yeah. But that's it. It's alright, I know. I will bring you back soon. Don't worry. We'll just... Yeah, don't worry. Because there's a lovely, lovely padded baby bed there to put down. She can sleep really well there. It's alright, no, she's safe there. Let's put her on that lovely padded baby bed. Come on.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. She'll be nice and safe.
I'm with you, kid.
Oh, two of them together. Oh, they're happy, smiling at each other. Isn't that cute, you little pride and joy? Can I just take you?
Both hands. Put your foot down.
Both hands, okay. Both hands, I'll be safe. Bless. Oh, bless. Little baby number 3, you proud to give him a wave? You would not let anybody harm them, would you? And I understand being a parent myself, you wouldn't, would you?
I'd kill you.
Not me, anybody. You just wouldn't, you know?
Anybody.
What about you, sir?
No, not anybody.
You'd be pissed off, wouldn't you? What about you?
No.
Stuck to the chairs. Oh, look at them, aren't they lovely? So, I mean, basically, you wouldn't like it if somebody stole the lolly off them, or the little toy, or perhaps just kicked them a bit like... And I imagine you'd be really pissed off if somebody went, sleep, deeper, and deeper. Give them a round of applause, these people have got wonderful imaginations. We've got a good 10-15 minutes, so I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder. But until then, eyes remaining closed. You're nice and relaxed now. You're not worried about any imaginary babies. You realise you're men, you can't give birth to babies. Okie dokie, pure and simple as that. I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder, and I'm talking to this gentleman here. In a few moments' time, when I awaken you, and you only, sir, that I'm now touching, and you hear this piece of music. When and only when you hear this piece of music, and that's you and you alone, sir, I'm now touching. Then and only then you'll come to the shocking realisation you are the man himself, Michael Jackson. You've got the elasticated body, you can do the moonwalk. your little pet bubbles in the audience, and it's your welcome back, I am still a star reunion tour. And the more noise the audience make when and only when that piece of music is on, the better a dancer you will become. I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder. When I awaken you in a few moments' time, sir, the gentleman now touching on the shoulder, and you hear this piece of music. That's when and only when you hear that piece of music, that's you, sir, when you hear this piece of music. When and only when you hear that piece of music, you'll realise you are Mick Jagger himself, with the hand claps, the sticky out arse and the big pelty lips. And you can't get no satisfaction, and the more noise the audience makes, the more outrageous you will become. But the moment the music stops, you wonder what the bloody hell you're doing. When you wake up, the gentleman I'm now touching on the shoulder in a few moments' time, that's you and just you alone. Oh, I ain't doing this with a bloke. Is his significant? No, it won't be funny with his significant other. Shima, have we got any single women in tonight? Any single women in? Not to be hypnotised, just up for a laugh. Come on, any single women in? I'm going to have to pick on somebody then, and because I'm not actually going to hypnotise this person, it's alright that I'm about to pick on somebody I came with, because I'm not going to hypnotise them. I just need somebody to sit on that chair. There you go, just stay sat there, that's wonderful, because when you wake up in a few moments' time, the gentleman I'm now touching, and you hear this piece of music. When and only when you hear, then and only then for the rest of this evening in this building, you'll realise you are the world's greatest male lap dancer. And the lady sat in the chair in front of you has just paid you £10 for a personal private lap dance. She does know the club rules, she can mock but she can't touch, just as you, as the lap dancer, well basically you can touch her but not in a, well not on any private area of her body, but you prove to her you're 100% male, not yet, if you understand. Wonderful, and the moment the music stops you wonder what the hell you've been doing. Oh, lovely. Michael Jackson, Mick Jagger, you'll all be them. Only when those pieces of music play and when they stop you wonder what you're doing. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes, just sometimes, music has strange effects on people. Come on, the more noise you make, the more outrageous it becomes. Get clapping. I don't know what the hell you're doing, mate, but for some reason everyone wants to give you a round of applause for something. Strange, the effect, piece of the music, sometimes happens. musician, and remaining tightly closed. That's wonderful. I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder. When I awake, no offence intended here, darling. When I awaken you in a few moments' time, sir, you're going to come to the shocking realisation that the person you've just been doing your lap dance for has, in fact, given you a counterfeit £10 note. Not only that, but they are extremely ugly, no offence intended. Good job I used somebody I came with. And extremely smelly and horrible. You'll be very pissed off. You will not be sick, but you'll get away and get dressed as quickly as you can. Wake you, rise and shine.
What's this?
What's up, mate?
Fake £10 note.
Let's see. You're right. It's dodgy on that. What's up, mate? They'll chuck her out.
Don't do this for the fun of it, you know.
You must have had dodgy notes before. Sleep deeper. Give this lady a round of applause and she goes back to the audience. He's strange, isn't he? That's wonderful. Look at the microphone. And sleep, you bastard. And we'll go deeper and deeper and deeper. Talking to everybody, going deeper and deeper and deeper. Simple hand signal to the Darstad people. Am I alright for 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Lovely. I've just been lovely to go into the end routine or do one more. Right, lovely. In that case, I'm only talking to you. I'd love to do this with him because he's a wonderful star, the person I'm pointing at, but he's too bloody big for my liking. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I'm only talking. Oh, I don't know this. I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder, because you're dressed ready for this. The gentleman I'm now touching on the skin when you hear this next piece of music. When and only when this evening in this building you hear this piece of music. When and only when you hear that piece of music, you'll believe you are Frank Bruno. Sorry, no, scrap that, erase it. You'll believe you are Mike Tyson, the heavyweight world champion himself. And you'll start doing your shadow boxing, showing off to the crowd, because this is like one of your publicity things before your next big fight. However, the very moment I snap my fingers or smack the microphone like so, or click my fingers like that in front of your face, the very moment I do that, you'll come to the shocking realisation that I am your arch enemy and rival, Lennox Lewis. But the moment I say sleep, you will instantly stand up or sat down, re-enter a state. And if you fall to the floor, you'll fall, you won't hurt yourself, nod your head if you understand. Now you see why. Thank you, I am, love, yes I am. I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder. Oh yes, I think a nice big gentleman like himself would be ideal for this. When you hear this piece of music, sir, that's just the gentleman I'm now touching. of music, you'll believe you are a member of the London Royal Ballet. And you're performing to the Queen here tonight. You're pirouette, you're lovely, you're wonderful, you're so graceful. But then the music stops, you wonder what the bloody hell you've been doing. And the gentleman I'm now touching on the shoulder, that's you, eyes remaining closed. When, and only when, you hear... When and only when you hear this piece of music. That's you, sir. When and only when you hear that piece of music, you'll come to the realisation that you are David Beckham and you've just won this winning goal for England, and you'll go around all your fellow football fans, all the men in the audience, and you'll find that you want to kiss them all on the head because you've won that winning goal. And that's the thing that footballers do, but the moment the music stops, you wonder what the bloody hell you've been doing. Okay, everybody, wakey wakey, rise and shine. As I said before, sometimes music has strange effects on people, but ladies and gentlemen, we have got a special guest tonight. So please put your hands together and welcome live on stage the World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Mike Tyson. Come on, let's hear your cheer. Thank you, good evening, Mr. Tyson. Round of applause for Mr. Tyson here. It's very nice of you, Mr. Tyson, to come along tonight and agree to be interviewed on this television chat show going live around the world, hence you can see the camera. So if you'd just like to come a bit closer, that's wonderful. Could you tell me, what's it like being the world's greatest? Sleep. Not until I click my fingers in front of your face will you think that I am Lennox Lewis. Then and only then. In the meantime, you'll be happy to let me touch you because you'll think it's that thing, it's the publicity, it's a TV interview. I know people on the street won't let touch you. Okay, Mike, but on stage for TV you will. Wakey, wakey. Alright, Mike, nice to meet you. How are you doing, fella? Good to be here. I believe you've got another fight coming up.
Big fight.
Yeah, what are you going to do to the opponent?
Smash him into the ground.
Come a bit closer this way, because we're beaming home to hundreds, thousands, millions of people. So, which round do you reckon you're going to take him out?
First.
How many seconds in?
15.
15. Okay, I'll tell you what, just stand there a minute. Facebook, we need to get a good camera angle of you, that's wonderful. Okay, Mike, you just stay there. Now, Mike, we do have another special guest here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Lennox fucking Lewis. Sleep, relax, sleep, relax, sleep, relax. You wouldn't believe how close that's got sometimes. Relax. Okay, you just stay there for now. But nobody on stage will in any way go anywhere near him whatsoever. Jumping up, mate. Sit down. Take a seat. It's wonderful. Tester sometimes. People are sometimes just that little bit too eager, and also sometimes I hit the wrong buttons. trying to kiss his head, but come back up here.
So I wanted him to rock.
I don't know. It's...
Sorry, mate.
That was a mistake before, wasn't it? That was a mistake before, that one.
And
Wrong
just
music.
sleep. Indeed.
Wasn't it?
Relax, going deeper. We're very close to finishing time, so I think we should finish. And when we do, when I ask these people to take a bow, I'd like to thank each and everyone, especially you. So sorry if you got offended there, but thank you
No,
for
it's all right.
Go man. But people, they actually believe what they're doing when they do it. Remember that, okay? When I do ask them to take a bow right at the end, all in a row, I want you then to give them a huge cheer and round of applause, because without volunteers, there is no show. We had a few more volunteers before earlier. Some came out of trance because of the environment. The applause will also be for them, because it takes some, people to come up to find out who we've got. And obviously also for all of you joining in at the beginning. But before we finish, I think ladies.
Can I ask you a question? Are they minds completely clear?
They will be when they woke up in a moment, yes. Indeed.
In a moment.
Ladies, and this question only applies to the girls in the building. Okay? As I point at them, I want you to, if you're a significant other, by significant I mean you've come with them tonight, especially if you're a wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever.
She's over.
Lady over there, yeah? Okay, this definitely applies to you.
No.
Yeah, this definitely applies to you, my darling. And hiding, but this also applies to you. So the three ladies, that's you, darling, and you, darling. I want to ask your permission before we do this, because pure and simple, these three people have already volunteered and were warned before they came on. So, ladies, have you ever been to a ladies' only night? Just a minute, don't laugh too much in advance. I did say there would be no I said there would be no can't even say it now, you boy me. No full nudity. They won't be taking all the clothes off, that's the one. No full nudity. Because basically it's not allowed by law, they can only go so far. But would you like to see your other halves, ladies, become the world's greatest exotic male dancers? Girls, well, these guys have already volunteered. It's down to you to give your clearance that you're not going to go mad at me or them afterwards.
He hasn't got to take all his clothes off, has he?
No, I'm not allowed by law. I have to stop him. Can't let them in, but...
He's only got his trousers on, look, it doesn't make no difference, does it?
I shall ask them in a minute. Make sure he's got underwear on, has he?
Yes, we've seen.
Yeah, well, that's all right then. No, we haven't seen them all. Lady over there. Why not? The lady here. No. Remind me, which is your significant other in the middle? No. I'll find out. If he has, is he all right? If he has.
Down to the wax.
Oh, basically, yeah. I'm only talking to you if I touch you on the shoulder. That's you, sir. Eyes remaining closed. Just nod your head honestly, and you can answer honestly and honestly only. Have you got any underwear, boxer shorts, something of that description on? Relax and sleep. You're safe. I'm talking to you, sir. I'm talking to you, sir. I'm talking to you, sir. Well, in fact, I'm talking especially to you. Eyes remaining closed. Have you got underwear on? Not yet? You have. Okay. Relaxing deeper. And we know he has, so that's good. I'm talking to you then. I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you. In a few moments' time, when you hear the next piece of music, you will all come to the shocking realisation that you are the world's greatest male strippers. In fact, you're better than the Chippendales, better than Adonis, because when you hear this next piece of music...
Sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
only when, that applies to you if you sat on a chair or lay on the floor, when and only when you're in this building, on this dance floor, here and now only, you hear this piece of music. Then and only then you will come to the shocking realisation you are better than the Chippendales, better than Adonis, and you'll want to prove to every woman in this audience tonight, and you'll believe the entire audience is female, but you will not leave the dance floor, and you will keep one item of clothing on, your left sock. No, joking, I have laws to abide by. The moment I say sleep, and that's very important, and I'm talking to you all, the moment I say sleep and tap you on the shoulder, that very second, that very instant, you will go back to sleep. Whether you stood up, lay down, sat on a chair, doesn't matter what you're doing, you will stop that very instant I tap you on the shoulder and say sleep, and that is very, very, very important indeed. But before then, when you hear that piece of music that was just played, the more noise the audience makes, the more outrageous you'll become. You believe every person in this room is female. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, well, ladies only, because we've got rid of the guys now. Ladies, this evening, please put your hands together and welcome, live on stage, better than the Chippendales, better than Adonis. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome, live on stage, Chippendales. Wakey, 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 wakey. Come on, let's just bring it up in the noise and make them all calling every move. The more noise you make, the more outrageous the picture. Better than the Chippendales, better than Adonis. 100% man.
For your body, the way I'm disco dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk. Yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk.
If I touch you on the shoulder, I'll be talking only to you. Until then, the more noise the audience makes, the more outrageous you become. Thank you for pointing that out to me there. Just in the nick of time. Literally in the nick of time. I'm talking to everybody on the stage now, okay, whether you lay on the floor or sat on a chair. At the beginning of the show, I asked you for 2 minutes silence, ladies and gentlemen. In respect for these wonderful people who have been, without doubt, stars of this evening's show, I would also ask you for the next 2 minutes to be as silent as possible. Because although as I've gone along, I've been saying things are cancelled out, I want to make sure that every last thing I've said is completely removed. Okay? Because we don't want them going home in the car and hearing flipping ballet dancing and suddenly start going. Do you get the idea? So I'm going to make sure everything's removed. To do that, I need the same respect from yourselves as you wonderfully did give right at the beginning. And if I can just remember which piece of music it is to wait them on. This guy, wonderful. I'm talking to everybody on stage. Each and every one of you, whether you sat on a chair or lay on the floor. I'm going to count from 1 to 10. On the count of 10, then and only then, I will say wide awake. When I I say that on the count of 10, then and only then your eyes will open and you will be back to normal. 100%, 150% as you were before you entered this building this evening. Everything I have said will be completely cancelled out in every way, shape or form. In other words, it's almost as though your minds are like a computer floppy disk, and everything that I've suggested to you is being wiped clear. Everything that's happened on this stage tonight. You will not react to music the way you did before. You will not react to words the way you did before. You'll be your normal self in every way. However, you will notice one and only one side effect, and that side effect is you will feel better than you did before you entered this building this evening. You'll find on the count of 2 that each morning you awaken from this moment forward. You'll awaken with an inner warm glow of confidence, a renewed optimism to life, a more positive attitude to get things done. You'll find that things you once thought would be difficult to achieve become so ridiculously easy. As on 3, lighter and brighter, almost as though all those stresses, tensions, worries, fears and apprehensions of days and weeks gone by are leaving your mind and leaving your body now, feeling so good, better than you did when you entered the building. As on 4, remembering that when I do awaken you, you'll wonder what the bloody hell's been going on, but when people tell you, you will believe them, okay? But when you wake up, you'll get dressed as quickly as you can. The applause from people and their adulation afterwards telling you what you did will merely serve as a sign and a signal that you have been the stars of this evening's show. It will not embarrass you or bother you. In fact, it serves as a wonderful ego boost, a wonderful enhancement to your personal pride, self-confidence and self-esteem. As on 5, in a few moments' time, when I do awaken you, we get dressed very rapidly. And even if I have to break licensing laws, one way or the other, I will arrange, and the staff are over there, one way or the other, I will arrange for these guys to get a drink, because they've not had much chance to have a drink tonight. So on 6 and 7, everything I've said completely cancelled out in every way. That's you, sir. Everything I've said removed from your mind. That's you. Everything I've said removed from your mind. That's you, sir. Everything I said removed from your mind. You'll feel better than you did when you entered this building. And as you put your clothing back on rapidly, safely, and in a normal fashion, you'll feel better than you did before you entered this building this evening. 8 and 9, lighter and brighter. On 10, coming up out of it. And wakey, wakey, rise and shine. If you're on the floor, you can stand up. If you sat down, you can stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, these people have been the star of your show. Take them out, fellas. Take them out. Come on, stand up, take them out. Come on, everybody, stand up, down. Let's have it one more time for the stars of this evening's show. I think you might like your belt back. There you go. I think it's yours. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody who came up. We have another round of applause, including the people who came up before us. You have been an absolutely wonderful audience. As I said right at the beginning, and I did say it for a reason, every hypnosis show is very different depending on whether you get or women up or men, a mixture, what ages, blah-de-blah-de-blah, a million and one different factors. So, whether it's me, somebody else, Paul McKenna, doesn't matter who it is, if you go to see a hypnosis show again, just so long as you know that the person's giving out the necessary information, that they're not going to get women to tear the clothes off, all that kind of stuff, and please don't be scared about volunteering. For now, I'd just like to say, ladies and gentlemen, you have been a wonderful audience. I'm hoping we can still get a drink, one way or the other, because I gather it's kind of a private party. It's the Yorkshire's. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed the show, it's as simple as that. My name is Jonathan Royle. And if you haven't, my name's has now opened.